retailers for a couple of days after the race. So how are you feeling after the Molokai race?
No, good. I mean, everyone asks me that. Oh, you must be sore, but just my feet get sore. But the paddling aspect's not a problem. Yeah, it's just the standing on that board for that long. It really hurts my feet, but it is what it is.
Yeah. So tell us a little bit about the race. How did it go, and what was your experience?
I mean, the race was good. Everyone's asking me like, oh, like good race, like what happened? But it was like nothing happened. I ran a great race. It was I look back on the pictures and it was sort of bumpier and more technical than I thought. When you're out there, you just sort of your mind's set on what you're doing, and you sort of head down, listening to your boat, telling you to go on which course to go on. And everyone went way too far north this year, and I don't know why. But I had a perfect line. We were just surfing well, and I was with Kai for. I'm going to say Kai was with me for a long while, and then he was just flawless. He just sort of. So we're doing like 7-minute miles for most of the way, which is crazy fast. And I saw that early on, and I was like, wow, we're gonna really get, we're gonna break the record here, sort of thing. Well, not break record. I knew it was gonna be a very fast race doing those speeds and in those conditions. Just after like a water drop or maybe a couple of bad miles here and there for myself, he just disappeared. It was just too far out of reach, and I was just like, oh, how'd that happen? I mean, I'm surfing good, efficient, saving energy, so I had a push to try and catch him, and I caught him up, but still 2 minutes away, 3 minutes away. So I had a good race. I was sort of still scratching my head on how he got away or what I could have done different, but there's nothing I could have done different. I just got to surf a little bit more aggressive, maybe not conserve as much energy, and that's pretty much it. And I mean, I'm sure he could say the same thing. I'm sure everyone can always say I've got to go a little bit harder here and there, and I could have and I should have, and whether or not I can sustain the energy or the training to push harder is, and that's the challenge of the race. And to get second place, I mean, first, second, I mean, that's the consistency. I'm happy with that. Mentally it takes a lot out of me, and I mean, I'm just as happy to get second. I mean, it was well deserved. I did no mistakes, and Kai's a good kid. I like him a lot, so he totally deserved it, and I'm stoked to get a super fast time.
That's a good attitude. Yeah. It's not as good as getting 3 wins in a row, though, huh?
Yeah, I mean, it would have been nice, like, especially 20th anniversary, like, getting older. During the race, I did find it, like, how many more years can I do this? This was when I was still in the league with Kai, so I'll probably come back and do it again. It's getting harder. Got a kid on the way, and apparently that changes things. So I'll see.
Yeah,
I'll see what happens.
I saw your wife has
she's on the boat doing the changes, and she was loving it. And no, I mean, I'll definitely continue paddling. I love the sport. Like, it's still a hobby for me. It's not a job, and as long as I don't do too many events and burn out, just do the major ones and try hard, do well, and I'm happy. So, I've got a couple of more events in August, September, October, and then then I'll take a few months off and do something else and enjoy life.
Awesome. So during the race, were you on exactly the same line as Kai? Were you kind of chasing you?
Yeah, no, I looked at my Garmin after, and I went 32.4 miles, which is, I mean, especially with zigzagging a lot surfing,
right,
and that's on the money as it can ever be.
Right.
No, we went pretty straight off the beginning. We didn't pass anyone because the paddleboards went too far north. Yeah. Kai was a little north off the beginning, which was fine. I was like, yeah, sure. And then he felt like he surfed down on me. It's always easy to surf south, you know what I mean? And so that's why people go north. It's like, oh, I'll surf down when I want, or when I need a rest, when I want to make some money. So that's true, that can be done. But again, the channel always throws up something, and everyone went too far north was complaining they sort of got stuck north, or they felt like they were pushing into a current on the way back when the current was maybe with us. But again, everyone's got a different story and a different side of the water, and me and Kai never felt that. I mean, we did it the fastest time ever, so obviously we had something right, or an hour later can make a huge difference as well. So you never know what happens, and I said I'm happy we ran a good race, and see what happens next year.
Yeah, right on. Congratulations on that.
Cool.
Give us a thumbs up, please. Hope you enjoyed the show. Aloha.